Nah, that's too upbeat. This shit is trash. This shit is trash, bruh. Come on, man. I ain't feeling that. That's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. What's the word? All right, guys. So we're gonna get into this, man. We're gonna see if we get some engagement. If not, we're gonna get off here on a short notice. But I want to share a tale with you guys, a message with you guys, just on masculinity and just some stuff that us men we go through on a consistent basis that maybe you forget about from time to time. You know, I look out into the world so many times recently, and a lot of people think people are better than what they actually are, which is astounding. And just that mindset alone will get you heartbroken, will get you disappointed, frustrated with humankind because it's very easy to be fed up with humankind. The human nature can be very hard to deal with, especially when you don't have any structures or boundaries and you can't control and uh, kind of mitigate the issues through the different boundaries within the culture and society. You know, the human being becomes pretty pathetic and worthless. But yeah, guys, a lot of people think the world is a lot nicer and people that are more nice than they actually are, and it's not the truth, you know. Um, and it's gonna be a tale for you guys to always watch your six. You know, we always hear that saying, but you got to literally watch your six because if you don't care about you, nobody else cares about you. I promise you. So as I'm going to work today, of course, everybody knows about the snowstorm and everything. And as you guys come in here, double tap the screen, hit the like button. If you guys want to support all the ways you can, are in the description below. Let me pin this message to the chat as well. But again, guys, it was one of those tales from work today that just reminded me that, you know, if you don't set boundaries, if you don't let people know where you stand, it could end up all bad for you because people don't care about you. They don't look about, very few people are have the IQ enough and the EQ enough to look at other people's perspectives and look at what's best for them and what moves they can make what's best for them. You know, most people are judging off of their own perceptions, their own interests, with a very little regard for yours. You know, increasingly as I live longer and longer in the city, I begin to notice that these things are more and more prevalent. There is no community in the city. There is a secret segregation, a secret hatred for one another. It's quite of kind of ridiculous if you ask me, but you know, it is what it is. So let me pin this to the chat really quickly. really quickly. Where is the stream at? Let's see. You guys just give me a quick second. As you guys come in here, double tap the screen, hit the like button. Introvert, what's going on, man? What's going on? What's the word, man? And you know what's interesting? He said, introvert writes, please don't, people don't give a damn if you don't respect yourself. They don't. I don't know why YouTube just marked that message away. That was pretty pathetic, YouTube. That was a pretty generic message. Um, but they won't. They literally won't. People will watch you suffer. As a man, I hope you realize this, that people will look at your carcass. They will see you struggling and they will walk right over you as if you aren't there. You know, the herd mentality, you know, the animal nature of self-preservation. You always have to factor that in when you're dealing with other people and dealing with women as well. He said people don't give a damn about you if you don't respect yourself. And you know what's crazy? I often ask myself, introvert, what do people care about? What do people respect? Because, you know, the human nature can be very hard to deal with. You know, the more I study it, the more it becomes more and more of a realization that the human being is a very dysfunctional creature. Um, you know, a lot of you guys, you know, you have fake friends or you're a fake friend to some people. You know, half your family you don't like. Strangers you don't care about. I mean, hell, it gets so crazy that they don't even care about themselves and they treat themselves garbage. So you hate everybody, including yourself. It's kind of a pathetic existence, but this is the existence of some people. It's quite crazy that we're living in this era of time. And maybe it's always been like this. Maybe human nature has always been pretty pathetic and hard to deal with. Um, but here's your reminder, guys. If you didn't know already, if you don't care about you, if you're not the only cheerleader on your team, you know, nobody else is going to cheer you on if you don't cheer you on. Nobody else is going to believe in you if you don't believe in you. You will not get anywhere in life unless you take the step forward. People can tell you the right advice, people can give you the right playbook, but you have to execute it. You have to do it on a consistent basis each and every day because people, if you allow them, they will consistently disrespect you. And this is even at your job. There's some stuff you have to say no to because you don't want to be a pushover. Nobody respects a brown noser or a pushover. You know, people talk about corporate politics. You got to kiss the butt of the boss, and that's uh, partially true. But you don't want the boss to overwork you and over leverage his position when it comes to you as well. He said, for example, a lot of men don't give a f about some of these women because most of these women don't even respect themselves. A lot of them are promiscuous time or on promiscuous time and treat men like ish. Yeah, that's very true. They don't respect themselves at all. They don't respect they respect themselves. They're narcissistic. So women actually they care about themselves. Um, they don't respect their bodies, you know. So it's kind of a weird dynamic. They hate that they love themselves but hate themselves at the same time. It's a love hate relationship. The women are highly insecure, but this mindset, guys, it doesn't just go over with other people, men. It goes over with women as well. Uh, when it comes to men, men are always trying to equalize and seek, excuse me, and push you down in the hierarchy. So you have to have a backbone. You have to be a little bit of an asshole. You have to be. The nice guy stuff, it's cute on camera. It gets likes, it gets people to say, oh, I like that kid. But the one who actually wins is the asshole. And so you have to develop a sense of that in order to get your goal, a level of ruthlessness that will not um, yield to anybody throwing you off of that path. So this is the source, this mindset is the source of why many men get disrespected by women. And they put up with the disrespect by women because they don't have any self esteem, they don't have any self respect. See, a person that loves themselves and respects themselves is not going to allow anybody else to or to disrespect them. It's just not going to happen. You never see a person that loves themselves delete themselves. All of these things come down to self-worth. A lot of you guys, you don't pull enough women, or you don't think you can get a woman. It's because it's in your head, it's in your mindset, and it leaks out whether you know it or not. What you think inside, what you feel inside, often leaks out in person, whether you know it or not. People can pick up on it, the way you carry yourself, the way your posture is, the way your voice tonation is. All these things are indicators of how you are feeling and thinking. So you can't fake this stuff, guys. You can't fake confidence. You can't fake happiness. You can't fake these things. You either have it or you need to get it. And so this is an important realization, guys. The battle that's going on in your head is the battle that you're showing on your face. You have to remember that most of the communication that we have amongst human beings is nonverbal. We think a lot of it is verbal. No, most of it is non-verbal communication. How you sit, how you talk, your level of speech, or your rhythm of speech. Anyways, we're going too deep into that. You're going too deep into that. As you guys come in and double tap the screen, if you're watching the replay, and I know a lot of you guys, because you were raised to be emasculated by your mom, and since you were emasculated by your mom, nagged by your mom, that kind of eroded your sense of manliness and masculinity, that assertive part. So now that you're questioning every decision that you're making, and it's making you indecisive. This is the problem with being raised with a single mom and being raised in a matriarchy. You start to question yourself. You're not becoming a man mentally. You're not becoming a leader. You're what's the word I'm looking for? You're undercultivated because the father is being ripped out of the family. So all of these things are little small details and cuts that are withering away at you being assertive and being an asshole. And it's converting you over into being a submissive, nice guy. I know a lot of you guys, sometimes you think that you're being too mean whenever you're being selfless or being selfish, because sometimes you have to be selfish. There is no way around it. People will consistently use you for their own benefits if you don't set any boundaries. You have to say no so people know where the line is with you. But a lot of you guys have trouble with being selfish. To get your goals, to meet your goals, you have to be selfish. Up, hold on. Let me go back. We got people in the chat. My bad. The chat didn't even scroll back up. Shout out to Subaru in here. OF models got stained reputation the minute they start making OF content. They don't realize it until later. What's going on, Subaru? You gotta be hot to be on OF, so that's not gonna work for me. Additionally, these adult stars tend to have damaged social reputation as well, meaning that their chances of them finding high self-esteem man to their husband are very slim to zero. So yeah, the perception of nudity changes with culture. No, just thinking out loud, I guess in the West, being nude is a taboo, so women used to make money off of it. I don't find the stain of OF, maybe because tribes from my country, everyone's naked, so being naked is an everyday thing. Yeah, I mean, that is true. There are some African tribes, and I don't know what Asian tribe you're from, Subaru. I think you said you were Asian, right? Yeah, certain things in certain societies are just not, the different cultures are desensitized to certain things. You got to realize that 100 years from or 100 years ago, they used to have a thing called the flappers, women that were called the flappers, and all they really showed were their calves essentially, and them showing their calves had men like, oh my god, like it's crazy. And now we've gotten to the point to where you can walk down the street and see a woman in a camel toe in her leggings. This is how society has deteriorated in just a small amount of time. But again, how you see yourself is how you present yourself. How you think about yourself, it's written all over your face and how you carry yourself and how you defend yourself. This is why women want guys that are capable of defending themselves and stand up for themselves, men that are self loving, self respect, which is why she wants you to be assertive and have leadership. She wants a man that has this level of self respect because you won't let her get out of line, and which means you're displaying leadership qualities. But a lot of men today, this has had been beaten out of you due to the feminist or the feminism that is you were cultivated in as a young boy. Your mother oftentimes raising you, telling a man what to do when she's never been in a man's shoes. He said they be showing. Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you guys, you ain't even got to really pull up too much. Depending on where you are, depending on what city you're in the United States, what big city you're in, you ain't even got to look up too much X-rated stuff. You just walk down the street. And maybe wonder why males have so many ED problems and all this stuff. They're watching X-rated content. They go in person. Uh, they see X-rated stuff that they shouldn't be seeing. They're desensitized to women, even though they can't get or maintain a woman. She said, one question: Do men feel a way if a man, if a, do men feel a way if a woman is half naked? It depends on if it's his woman or not. If it's your woman, you don't want your woman dressing half naked for the public. Um, that's something that you would want sacred to yourself. Now, if it's a woman that you just see and want to talk to, and she's single, I mean that's different. It's really something good to look at, especially if she's displaying the proper assets. She has the curves of the chest or whatever. She's in shape. So it depends on what the dynamic is with that woman. But I'm not one of these red pill guys that are gonna be like, well, she should be under the roof of her. She should be a Muslim man. She should be a Muslim woman and be covered, and you don't even know what the fuck she looks like. I mean, because that's not reality, you know. It is weird. Like the red pill shit again is goofy because the same dudes that complain about, these women are being promiscuous, is the same dudes that will smash that same woman if they offered it up to them. This is why it's very hard to trust the perceptions and the accuracy of men today because they lie just as much as the women do. They'll lie and say, "Oh man, she's a three." Meanwhile, the threes, when I go out into the real world, there's threes with kids. Somebody's smashing them. So the dishonesty within the society is growing rapidly, which is deteriorating the level of trust that you have in people. So a lot of you guys, if you're watching the replay, you watch them right now, and you feel a sense of, you can't stand people. That's probably one of the reasons why, because the quality of person being created today within this culture is very lackluster. And a lot of it stems from broken households as well. She said I dress like a man myself. Well, that's not a good thing. Like a tomboy, you Subaru, you be dressing like a tomboy. But I do want to say this, guys. And this kind of sums up the crux of the live stream. How you think about yourself determines the future of where you go. How you think about yourself, the perception that you have about yourself, the thoughts that you think about yourself, the confidence that you have within yourself will determine your future. And so some of you guys might hate yourself. Some of you guys might look in the mirror and you can't stand yourself. Well, that means you need to do some self-work. You need to fix that because this is the only body you're going to get on this planet. We don't know what happens after this. You could go to heaven or hell. Who knows? We don't know. We've never been. Nobody's ever came back and told us. So you have to learn to love the body that you're in, the person that you see in the mirror, because you're going to have to deal with this person each and every day. And if you don't like yourself, nobody else will like yourself. Nobody else will like you for you. How can you love somebody when you don't love yourself? How can you be in a relationship, a healthy relationship, when you're depending on the validation of the other person 100% to validate your existence? How can you love your child properly when you don't love yourself? You can only, how are you? This is why people are so hateful and display different hateful things and negative emotions toward one another because they don't like themselves. If you liked yourself, you'd be more positive. You'd be more uh, inspirational. You'd be more exuberant. You'd be more exhilarating, contagious. enthusiastic. Yeah, this chat be tripping. This chat gonna be scrolling up. Uh, like I love flannel shirts. I don't like women who use men like a bank. To be honest, yeah, men don't want to be used like a bank, but at the same time, you have to realize that you have to make money. Kanye West be allowing his woman to be butt on the low publicly. Yeah, but I mean, he not gonna change. Yeah, so yeah, I agree with you, Subaru. Kanye West is irrelevant. He been gone mentally for years. He's a lost cause. The red pill ish will get you nowhere in the real world. That ish could fly on these podcasts, but not in real life. Yeah, like a tomboy, it's very comfortable. I mean, comfortability is different. Agree, you gotta respect yourself and keep the thoughts positive. Yeah. Because whenever it comes to you progressing and being better, guys, it comes with you having the belief that you can do it. All of this stems from the confidence you have within yourself. And a lot of you guys, you're not going to get it unless you get in shape. You're not going to get it until you have good style. You're not going to get it until you have some money. It's very important in this life that you learn to love life and everything, all of its disappointments, finding the joy in everything. Because if you don't like yourself, have self respect, have self love, then we're going to see you ended up. We're going to see you end up on these little uh, self deletion. You self deleted yourself because you didn't love yourself. Isn't that sad? How people will get to a point to where they can't stand themselves and they feel the sense that they can't change it, to the fact to where they will take a lethal weapon and delete themselves. Do you know how deep dark of a state you have to be, how much of a self-hating person you have to be to pull that off? It's one thing to think about it, it's one thing to say it, but it's one thing to actually pick it up and play with it, and it's another one to pick it up and actually execute on it. We've all had people within our high school or in college that we know that self-deleted. And then we're sitting there like, damn, how the hell I thought this person was the best person. I thought this person would never do that. They were acting all along, pretending to be this happy-go-lucky, funny person. Deep down, they were hating themselves. Deep down, they were ready to end it all, putting on the persona of happiness. I heard that Corey Holcomb put his hands on a woman or something, but didn't throw hands with Anton Daniels. Hopefully that ain't true. I don't even care about that shit, bro. I'm be real with you. And I don't even, bro. Both of them dudes did some goofy shit. But I don't know what's. I ain't never heard Corey put his hands on a woman. I didn't hear about that. They mudslinging. You never know. Anton probably put some story out that may or may not be true. They mudslinging each other. So Corey called this crazy recording and went on his family and all that. That shit got nasty. That shit got dirty real quick. Well, we be talking about this is how much of a feminist we've been raised to be. We so quick to ask the question of, damn, why did Corey hit the woman? We never talk about, okay, what happened? Because sometimes a woman can do something so goofy that she needs to be put and be right. The pathway needs to be righted. That's the part that nobody wants to talk about. And I'm not condoning violence before you guys, the all police jump in here. I'm not condoning violence, but women can do some fucked up shit to you that will make you want to act out. And I'm not saying you should act out, but why don't we ask those questions? But yeah, guys, we've been on here about 30 minutes. Yeah, I gotta keep remembering not to talk about this. We gotta talk about some women. Some women. That's what I needed. I should have talked about. The lie. So yeah, we got some people in here, but this is one of them lives where we're getting a little bit more less interaction with it. So we're gonna cut this one a little bit short. So you guys send your last little bit of questions and comments if you guys have any. But yeah, it's a lot of drama on the internet. It's a lot of drama on the internet right now. And who knows? All this shit could be possibly staged. Chris, what's going on? Crypto, what's going on, man? I ain't seen y'all in a while. Well, I seen Chris Sunday. I ain't seen you in a while, Crypto. You doing all right, man? You doing all right? You probably Crypto gonna be like, I've been clapping cheeks. Yeah, how you guys been doing, man? Yeah, I'm usually sleeping when you do your lives. Yeah, I didn't converted to doing them at night now. You know, around 9, 10 p.m. Central Time. It's all you, my man. Do you need a chicken report? What you mean? What you mean a chicken report? Yeah, we were just talking about on this live how, as a man, you don't care about you, nobody else cares about you. Found out my GF had 10 bodies before me. Low for today's numbers. Ha ha. Yeah, that is low. That is low, actually. Sunday, 31 eggs. Monday, 21 eggs. Today, 19 eggs. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, Chris, for the chicken report. Provide live from your boy, Chris. Chris got his own farm where he has his own chicken farm. Yeah, but crypto, that's actually crazy. Uh, a lot of dudes, these red pill rangers, these red pill I call them rangers, ragers. They'll be like, bro, oh my God, that's still too much. And it probably is too much, but damn, that's actually low. It's actually quite low, especially if she's in her 30s. That's low as hell. These are rangers. Yeah, these red pill rangers. They be rage every little talking point they get with a chick. Them dudes be every little interaction with a woman. They be having to insert a red pill angle to it. I'm like, bro, calm your ass down, man. Right? Chick be walking down the street. See, a traditional woman would be at home cooking. And it's like, bro, she just went to the damn, she just went, her man actually sent her out to go do something. It's, bro be having a, I'm gonna have to make a meme or make fun of them motherfuckers, bro. Every 5 seconds they gotta insert a goddamn red pill talking point. Right? They go on a date. See, a real woman would pay 50% of the tab to show that she actually cares about the man. I'm like, man, she went lesbian for years. I think that's why. Well, damn, crypto, she gonna let you get a threesome, bro? She like other women, that's obvious. She gonna let you get a threesome, or she too selfish? Ain't that crazy? A woman will have a threesome with a whole other man, but don't want to offer up a threesome with you. I've had a woman that was like that. She had a threesome in college, and then I was like, "Hey, would you do that again?" She's like, "Nope." What? What? You shared him, but you don't want to share me? Come on now. Come on now. That's backwards. You got to share the wealth, baby. You can't be selfish now. You know what I'm saying? You got to be Magic Johnson with that thing. Magic Johnson. Pause. That's a his name is a pause. Just his name alone. It's just a major pause. Sloppy seconds like I'm up. I think the threesome is in order. I thought back then. I thought back then that would be mansplaining in women's ears. Yeah, crypto. She gotta let you get. She gotta let you smash one of her homegirls and her at the same time. It's only fair. I mean, she's lesbian. She'll enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Where's Subaru at? Subaru done left. She didn't hop on a different stream. That's a question we could ask her. To the name, yeah, that should be a pause too. Yeah. And let you know where the male conscious is. The male conscious is always subconsciously wired on sex to the point to where they'll name their sons Dick. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. My girlfriend says she cannot stomach seeing me be inside another woman in person. Of course she can, crypto. Of course she can. She killing the vibe. God damn it. Of course she can. Of course she can. Turn off the light. What you mean? Is it turn off the light? Women's logic be so fucked up. Because the question, crypto, you could be like, I guarantee she had a threesome with another dude, though. You ask her that question, and it becomes more and more increasingly apparent that Chad and Tyrone gets the better treatment. He gets the better treatment, bro. Women think that you ever heard a woman they'll be like, oh, it was just a smash, it was just a fling or something like that. It wasn't like that. I'm like, damn, he getting. What do you mean? It's just a fling. He getting the best of you. What are you talking about? Oh, that threesome it was just a one. I didn't really care about him. Well, shit, physically you cared about him. Hell, that's really what most men. That's 90% of what we want. Chad and Tyrone is getting the best treatment, right? She wants to give him access to her and another woman at the same time, but she wants to give you heart, emotions, all these different negative emotions and complaints. Oh, she never had one before. Mm. He said, "Bust. Why would she want to see you busting off?" What's going on, Jazz? It's not necessarily that 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 she wants to see you. It's just like, damn, like if you're gonna give somebody else the goods, if you're gonna give somebody else a threesome, why the hell you can't give me a threesome? It's just like that logic. But crypto, he said his woman didn't never had a threesome. Whoa, that's a lot of red lights. Is that what you talking about, Chris? When you said turn off the light, it's really just two lights. I guess the lights are just shining bright. You know what I'm saying? Turn off the lights. All of the lights. Kanye and Future. How you doing, Jazz? Good to see you back in here. You don't want to know what those lights mean in the UK. What do they mean, bruh? Is a red light district? Is that what you're talking about? Good, man. Just been busy. Busy, busy, busy. Yeah. The women is crazy, man. Red light district, that's your answer. Yeah, she said Usually, if you see a house or a room with a red light, it means that's a room for the ladies of the night. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So damn, you think so, Jazz? You think I'm running an escort business over here? I got chicks over here. I got the door closed. There's chicks in there. They on the phone with their tricks. If your chick agrees to a threesome, you have to ask her, have her ask the other. Yeah, exactly. That's the truth too, because I don't know what it is, dude. When a dude asks for it, you know what I'm saying? Like it don't go over right. That's why Andrew Tate and them and Fresh and Fit, they get other women to get the women on the podcast. You get women to get you other women. He said, "Wow, I'm the ill." I mean, I heard there's hella money in it. I mean, if that was the case, I'd be a PIMP, and that's considered human trafficking. My GF want to marry me, haha. I'd be trolling her, asking her ring size. Crypto, why you giving her false hope, man? He being mean, bro. Speaking of crypto, we got two married. So we got Chris in here. Shout out to Chris. He married to a Eastern European woman. She mixed with Ukrainian and Russian. And then we got Jazz in the UK. He just recently got married too. Hey, you up next, crypto? Crypto, you already been married though and divorced, if I'm not mistaken, right? You just trolled her with a prenup. Exactly. Threesome with your partner is never a good idea. You do it with someone who you are dating casually, but mother of your children, nah. Yeah, ideally you don't want to do that. It's a little off color. My whole thing was like, hey, don't give no other man no threesome if you're not gonna give me a threesome. Keep it equal. No threesome. You never had a threesome, don't start now. That's trifling. They don't exist in the UK. Oh hell no. Bro, so like how the fuck how do y'all protect y'all's assets in the UK then, Jazz? That's crazy. Yeah, how do y'all protect y'all's assets then? You can't. You just like wing the shit. You just be like, well, I just hope, bro. Even if you aren't married, but you've been with them long enough, they can still take half. Is it like a common law? Like in the United States, they got common law marriage where like if somebody lives at your residence for an extended period of time, like 2 years, 6 months to 2 years or something, that can be considered common law. We'd hate to get married in the UK if there's no prenup. I mean, that's crazy work because like I'm thinking about like what if you're a rich guy and you got shit to lose? You ain't trying to give up 50% of your wealth overnight. Yeah, exactly. But it's not on a case by case basis. So you mean to tell me that the divorce courts are worse in the UK than they are in the US? I mean, we're getting some inside information. I mean, you guys need to go back and listen to crypto. You need to go back and listen to the podcast, the live stream we had Sunday. We had Shasha in here, who was a former escort, and she was saying some real shit in the chat. That shit was crazy. That Sunday's live stream was crazy. Y'all press one in the chat, or y'all let them know they need to go watch that shit because that was a wild live stream. That live stream was wild that we had on Sunday. You guys can go check that out. You Jazz and Crypto. It would be my second marriage. I'll keep things going slow. Yeah, yeah. Usually after the first divorce, there is no more marriage. If I ever got divorced, if I got ever got married and got divorced, that's the first and last time I'm ever getting married again. But don't common law marriage have its disadvantages? Yeah, because it's basically you're kind of married in the sense of the law. That's why you always want to meet your girl when you're broke, come up together. You keep turning into a socialist nation, freedom of speech is being crushed over there. Yeah, I heard the UK is really a lot of Europe is deteriorating. But personally, I would have always say if you have desires to have a threesome and stuff and you've never done it, then don't get married, enjoy single life, do your fun stuff, then settle down. The problem is you're if you're as a broke man, a woman will not give you her time of day regardless. Well, that's the difference between the good and the bad women. You know, the bad women, they want to wait at the finish line. The good women will see the potential in you and potentially stick with you. Now, increasingly, that's becoming rare with these women today, but it still happens to a degree. Yeah, but that live stream we had Sunday was wild, bro. Yeah, I gotta go check that out. Damn, I hate that shit when I'm typing all caps. You know what else be funny about these red pill dudes? They be talking so bad about women. It's like, bro, do you not want a woman, bro? It's like, damn. Yeah, women got their goofy shit, but women, bro, don't you want to, bro? Women, bro, it's the natural parent. Woman's attention, being cuddled up, sleeping with her. That's how you know some of these dudes be homosexual because they be with their homeboys all the time, be with the boys all the time. It's like, damn, I don't like the boys that much. Yeah, it just depends on the individual. Yeah, UK police coming to your front door for social media posts. Oh hell no! Yeah, it's coming to dictatorship. If you're funny, smart, and good looking, and can put it down properly, then it doesn't matter about money. Talk about it, Jazz. He said if you're funny, smart, meaning that you're witty, you have personality, and you're in decent shape, about 15% body fat, and you can pipe her down good. Shit, you don't need no money. Shout out to Jazz for keeping it real. Well, I've seen and heard that a lot of women in the U.S. are like that. They are, but it's not entirely hopeless. We're just giving you a sense of reality. This is not a black pill channel. There are some women who flock to guys with money, but then there are the others that find it cringe. Yeah. But a woman cheating destroys men's emotionally and psychologically. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, red pill can only take you so far. Learn it, then be your own man. Yeah. Yeah. They didn't took this shit way too far, crypto. Took this red pill shit way too far. Like I be looking at Myron, bro, and I didn't say this numerous times before, but he just like the quintessential, art modern version of red pill, like black pill guy. He just at every little on every stream, at every party, at everything, bro. He just got to be the quintessential red pill guy. He got to always bring up some fucking red pill point. It's like, bruh, you don't sit your ass down somewhere and enjoy them fine ass women. You need to be mentally strong. You have to be able to walk away at the drop of a hat. Yeah, exactly. You gotta be willing to leave everything at a moment's notice, even a woman. So that's why you can't. You gotta always have a healthy level of skepticism when it comes to dealing with women, even if it's a woman that's highly interested in you because she can flip. You gotta always keep that 5 to 10% of skepticism. You never want to believe the lie that she'll be like, oh, I'm not like that. I would never do that to you. That's when she gonna do the goofy shit to you. That's exactly when she's going to do the goofy shit to you. And when you believe it fully that she will never do that to you, no matter the circumstances, no matter if fucking Brad Pitt walked in, Jason Momoa walked in, if you actually believe that she would never do that and never cheat on you despite the man, that's when the shit gonna happen. That you just created a blind spot for yourself. Nah, intro, not at all. There are some loads of nice girls out there. You just need to change the settings of where you meet the girls. At this rate the conversation is going, it seems like there is no hope for men when it comes to dating or courting. I wouldn't say there's no hope. There's just certain things that you're not going to get. You're probably not going to get a virgin. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get a virgin. You're going to have a little help. She's going to have some feminism in her. Crypto said Myron be hilarious. Man never eat box. He'll sometimes you got to do it to keep a hottie around, bro. He be too red pill crypto. He be too fucking red pill, bro. It'd be like, man, if you don't just smash them chicks, who cares? You ain't trying to smash. You ain't trying to marry him. Just have fun, bro. He'd be like, bro, they on the boat. See, they on the boat here, but they be on the day naps telling you that they're good women. Good women, bro. Shut your ass up. You on the boat with them, bro. Like if you trying to find girls in the club, that's the first problem. Yeah, the club is yeah. '07 divorce, walked away, wounded and broke. 19 years later, going on a 3 month vacation to Europe. Shout out to you, Chris, for rebounding. Yeah, Chris and Crypto have rebounded from divorces. And I know that shit was rough. I know it was rough, especially if you had kids. Well, I agree with walking away, getting cheating on can wreck you psychologically. But that's the thing, introvert. If you're really digesting the realities of women in relationships, it shouldn't wreck you psychologically because you see it coming. You know the signs. You know, you lost your job, you started gaining weight. You already know. You know, she's a promiscuous woman. She goes to the club, girls' nights out. You already know. So having the red pill or having the information of how women operate, that should keep you from being hurt psychologically. It's only a matter of time. You just won't show it right away. Introvert, I'd say I have a successful dating relationship with my girl. She ain't perfect, but she cool and hot enough. Hope is not a course of action. Yeah, it's not. It's not a course. Who never eat box? Intro. Do you mind me asking how old you are? Are you guys talking in the chat? Dating these days, well, shout out to Mike David in the building. He said dating these days is like buying a used car. You better hire a mechanic and thoroughly check it and thoroughly check it out before you get an aftermarket warranty. Yeah, that's true. I was in the hospital when the divorce was final. Damn. Damn. So Chris, you were legitimately wounded from a tour of duty? You were legitimately wounded? That's crazy. He said, no women in the chat. This is great talk. Well, we had Subaru early in the chat. She gone now. Little Asian teen. Never hope, have a plan. Yeah, that's 100%. Oh, you're good, bro. I was, yeah, you gotta check, you're checking your car. Yeah. Yeah, bro. But like, but let's be real, guys. Let's be real. You gonna keep it 100? Did you really need the red pill to tell you that some of these chicks is 304s? Nah. You knew they was 304s. You just saw that ass. You just saw them titties. You just saw that pretty face and just ignored all the red flags. That's what it was. You knew she was a hoe. And you wanted to believe that you could change her and make her into something that she wasn't. That's why your heart got broke. You know, the red pill, you didn't need the red pill to teach you that. You know, some people just need they just can't accept what they see. I knew it was the sixth. I knew it. I knew in the sixth grade. Yeah, bro. If you argue in the last first 3 months, bro. If you argue in the first 3 months, then she ain't the one. Yep. If she can't keep the act up long enough. Yeah, disagreeable. Yeah, a woman with high disagreeableness is a woman that's hard to be around. I can't. No, I can't do that. Hell no. But yeah, we just hit over an hour, guys. So we gonna wind the stream down. You guys send your last little questions and comments. I said we've been together for 8 years. I think we at least 3 or 4 disagreements. Yeah, 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 yeah. Y'all are compatible, highly compatible, highly compatible. Yeah, like a woman's temperament is very important too. That means she was raised correctly. She's not overly emotional. She's not overly dramatic and all that shit. Like she has a level of EQ, emotional intelligence, and that's very rare in females, by the way. Women will require you to have emotional intelligence, but they will not. Their emotional intelligence radar is completely non-existent. You can't turn into a housewife, and no, a red is not required to learn about female nature. You learn it as you go through life. Life is our biggest test. Yeah, you gotta have a level of discernment. I think that's what most men lack, and really women too. But you gotta have a level of discernment. You gotta be able to pick up the cues of whether a person is good or not very quickly, and that's a skill that takes time. Hopefully, you don't get burned too much before you figure it out. He said, now on the surface, we aren't compatible. She's white, I'm brown. I'm an extrovert. She's an introvert. I'm on social. She's none. I like hip hop. She likes rock. But when I get mad, she tells me to go play online with the boys until I've calmed down. and can think properly. Shout out to her. She wants you to be thinking rationally. I know yeah, Jazz Introvert got a gaming channel. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. So yeah, we're gonna wind it down, guys. We're gonna wind it down. Yeah, because your boy is getting tired. We gotta wake up early in the morning. So we're gonna wind it down, guys. Shout out to everybody for being in here. Yeah, I do that too, here and there. Yeah, online gaming. Yeah, bro. What games y'all be playing? Y'all be playing that Call of Duty? Y'all be playing like Battlefield, or y'all be playing sports stuff? W to the good GFs and wives out there and think you good 304s. But even though we are opposites, our foundations are the same, and that's what matters. That's what matters. That's what matters. Fortnite. He said good night. Good night. Looking forward to the next one. Yeah, we'll be going live Thursday. You guys look for me Thursday. But even though we are COD, Call of Duty Battlefield, and Arc Raiders, GTA, Introvert, of course you be playing GTA. 2K, man, bro, 2K. I ain't played 2K in years, bro. 2K be making me fucking mad, bro. That shit. If there's one video game that makes me more mad on this planet Earth, is 2K. Oh my god, 2K be the fakest shit. I swear to God, Madden is next. Madden used to be good though, but if I was gaming, I don't really game that much no more. But like if I did, I'd be playing. I'd be on that shit that Jazz be playing. I'd be playing COD or Battlefield, or I'd be playing GTA too. Crypto said he be playing Fortnite. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see you, Crypto. Land, bro. Winning mad. I'm playing COD. And he said the comms. Jazz, you be having them turtle beaches, don't you, bro? It was so funny about me playing GTA. Nothing. I'm just laughing, bro. Nah, but 2K be making me fucking mad, bro. Hell nah. He said you made a gaming channel. He said it'd probably be named Organized Gaming. Yeah, it would, but I don't game like that no more, man. I ain't got the time. I ain't got the time, bro. But bro, 2K be making me fucking mad, bro. Oh my god. 2K be, bro, my part, that shit be making me want to throw the damn controller, bro. I swear to God. I swear to God. That shit be the fakest shit. Then the motherfucker, you get on my part, the motherfuckers don't pass you the ball and shit. You be wide the fuck open. Them niggas trying to score it. Out of the 21 points, they trying to score 18 of the points. God damn. And then they be having 7'2" point guards that can shoot from the half. Bro, that shit be making me mad as fuck. They be cheating, boy. He said I play my team. It's a quicker process than my career. I don't. If I play 2K, I only be playing my career. It's the only thing I be doing. Hey, but Jazz Battlefield hard as fuck though. That shit hard. COD is a lot easier, but like Battlefield, that shit hard, bro. Like it take you a while to get adapted to that. I don't know how you be going from Call of Duty to Battlefield. That's a huge jump. Like the level and skill is way bigger. That shit crazy. Oh, bro, I love Battlefield. It's just the movement you gotta get used to. Yeah, and you be spawning like away from the map and shit. And like it be so the maps be so big, you don't know where the fuck nobody is. You be getting hit by a tank, you be getting sniped, you be getting hit with a grenade launcher, get hit with a mine, a collapsed building. You know what the hell you didn't got hit. Oh, you a PC gamer? That means you cold, bro. Introvert. If you playing PC, don't that mean you cold? Oh, they done messed my career up too. Introvert. Oh hell no. He's a console. He said his wife is a console gamer. She said she be playing Final Fantasy and shit. Bruh. Nah, but like I heard like if you PC game, I heard like you cold as hell. The graphics be way better. Is that wrong? She said she loves Zelda. Am I tripping? Introvert, y'all gotta let me know. I thought PC gamers was like the coldest people. You said play Mario Kart post date to get laid. Trust me. Bro, crypto homie, oh my god, this is some shit I ain't never seen before. Bro, some homie, introvert, if you could capitalize on this shit, this is a new dating opportunity, a new relationship opportunity for y'all. Gaming relationships, gamer game to get women. Oh damn, we just created a new lane. He said, crypto said, play Mario Kart post date to get laid. Trust me. Oh my God. Introvert, there you go right there. That's how you gonna get your first lay, bro. Right there. We be giving y'all legitimate game. Oh my God. Bruh. That's crazy. Shout out to crypto with the with the gamer game to get laid. That's some new shit I ain't never heard before. Cause back then, when I was young, the chicks was not in the games like that at all. Now they in the games. Yeah, it's way better than that, but a PC is more expensive. Yeah, I heard the same. Yeah, I heard that. I think GTA Red Dead Redemption is a man's game, in my opinion. Oh yeah, bro, Red Dead Redemption was the shit. That shit was hard as fuck online. That shit was hard as fuck online, bro. You had to be cold. The thing about Rockstar games, like when you play online, you better be cold, bro, because you ass gonna get killed a lot if you trash. I'll be open to PC gaming, but I don't have the PC right now. Mario Kart to get laid. Nah, bro, I'm too competitive. It will end in tears. I mean, I used to play Mario Kart back in the day. Straight up, I'll win, get kissed. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You be watching the movie, I just be like, I just pull it down, bro. And then she see it, and then she just maneuver. on top, and then the rest is history, bro. The rest is history. Crypto be like, hey, if I beat you, you got. If I beat you, you gotta do this and that. Applebee's, Mario Kart, D riding on couch, homies. Bruh, crypto is giving y'all game, bruh. I swear to God. Crypto be dropping game every time he come in here. The problem with PC is the cost. Gotta build the PC, buy a mouse, a keyboard, headset, monitor, the desk, etc. Yeah, I heard that shit is expensive. Oh, crypto, you might as well just okay Twister if you old enough to remember that. To get laid is crazy. Bro, introvert, you don't know the game, bro. You don't know the game, bro. We got to get you in the game, bro. You gotta get in the game, bro. You gotta get in the game, bro, so you can know what me, Nicholas, and crypto and hell, jazz, what we be talking about, bro. Cause you gotta get in the game, homie. I know you trying to hold on to it, but bro. By the way, I'm gonna leave y'all with this, cause I know some of you guys you're practicing abstinence, and that's a good thing. But if you're not ejaculating on a regular basis, meaning having intercourse with a woman, uh, you're at higher risk of getting prostate cancer. And your Johnson is a muscle, which means it's going to atrophy if it's not being used. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, console is way cheaper. I start back playing Mario Kart whenever it's possible. Yeah, it's expensive. I'm actually embarrassed at how much I spent on my setup. It's not worth it for gaming, but I work from it. So it kind of worth it for me. Yeah, shout out to you guys, man. So shout out to everybody. We about to get off the stream, guys. Shout out to Introvert, shout out to Jazz, shout out to Crypto, shout out to Chris, shout out to Subaru. Uh, who else was in here earlier? Mike David, shout out to Mike David being in the building. Uh, I think that's everybody I shouted out. Shout out to Introvert. Introvert always in here. Always in here. So yeah, guys, I really appreciate you guys. You guys get you some rest. We'll see you guys Thursday night. I'll see you guys on the next one, man. Hope this isn't an excuse to just recklessly say, nah, bro, but you need to have a woman. You don't want to have prostate cancer. So yeah, guys, we'll see you on the next one. Peace.